All right. Well, hello, everyone. Years ago, when I was ordained, I lived with different priests. You get a chance to be the associate number two, which is a lot less stressful than being number one. And it was a Saturday morning, and right before we went out, the priest he said, "You want to read the gospel this morning?" That's no problem. You can celebrate. He was the main, principal celebrant, which implies that he's going to give the homily. So I get done in the gospel, Lord, praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. I turn around and he says, "You preach." He could have told me that before we walked out. It would have given me a little bit more time. So then you're extemporaneous. You go to see what's really in your heart. And I did not have as much time that morning to prepare. And that was always the Boy Scout, mantra, I think, be prepared. So St. Peter writes that we should always have a reason for our hope. Are we hopeful? I mean, it's the Jubilee of hope. So what is hope? It's some good that's out there and it's worth fighting for. It might be arduous, difficult, but we think that it validates whatever sacrifice we have to make. So what are the reasons for our hope? Last week was a tough week, with the school shooting in Minneapolis. So these are things that remind us that there's evil in the world, and that affects us, and we can hurt each other, even take innocent lives. That's a sad thing, terrible thing. But good is greater than evil. And in the end, it always conquers. And somebody said, best thing I heard last week is that we just have to remember that it's over. I mean, he did win. He died. I know this looks like the end, but it wasn't. It was the beginning. He walked out of his tomb once and for all. That means for you and me that we're going to die. That's inevitable, but that's not such bad news, because on the other side, we think there's a kingdom that's going to validate all the things that we go through. He can redeem everything, even our sadness, sin, shame. And there's a running clock now. That's called time, and it's just a matter of how we spend it. Are we courageous, brave? Are we trying to live for others? And once in a while, we discover the more I give, the more I receive. The more I smile, the more it brings joy to others. The more I pray, the more I receive what God alone can give. So reasons for our hope. I guess, the Brewers in first place. That's another reason, I guess. It's a sign of the apocalypse, maybe. But what are your reasons? I mean, if somebody said, hey, you preach, well, that's what we're supposed to be doing every day. And not just the words that we say, but how we live, that people notice. They do. Think about the people that have impacted you. It's your turn. We're on the stage for a little while. What Hans Urs von Balthasar called the theodrama. The main character is Jesus, yesterday, today, and forever. It's over. It's just a matter of how we spend the time that we have left. God bless you. We'll see you next week.